Okay. So now we are talking about verb tenses. So what is the title? Gopalji, what is the
Verb
title?
tenses.
Yes,
Verb
verb
tenses.
tenses.
Verb
Correct.
tenses.
Right. So anyone of you please tell me what exactly does it mean by verb tenses? First of all, just give me the meaning of verb. What is the meaning of verb? Verb. What is mean by
Complete the
verb?
sentences.
Verb.
The word. The word to complete the sentence.
A word.
Who complete the sentence?
Verb
Right.
action.
Yes, very good, Gopalji, very good. So a word which is talking about an action.
Action.
An action is known as verb. A word which is talking about an action is known as verb. Right. So now another question. What is meant by tenses? So don't tell me simple tense, continuous tense, perfect tense, or present tense, past tense, future tense like that. So according to you, what does it mean? The meaning of tenses.
Timing. Time.
Wow.
Time period.
Gopalji,
Wow,
you are rocking today.
Thank you, sir.
Really, you are rocking today. Yeah. Time of an action. Time of an action is known as tenses. So today we are going to talk about the relationship between an action and the time of an action. Okay, so simply we can say tenses means a word which is talking about the time of an action is known as tenses. Okay, a word which is talking about time of action, when that action happened, whether it is happened in the past or either it in the present or either it happened in the future. So when that action exactly happened, to indicate that concept we are talking about, or we are learning the concept known as tenses. Right? So specifically, what is the significance of verb tenses? Tenses is nothing but time of action. Correct? So then why we added extra word verb tenses? Let's look into the examples. Let's look into the concept. Then you will be able to understand what exactly does it mean by verb tenses. Right? So, as we all know, how many types of tenses are there?
4.
Right. Very good, ma'am. So, there are 4 types of tenses.
Assertive.
Right? So, no. Sentences. You are talking about sentences, but this is tenses. Sentence is different from tenses. Right?
Okay, tenses.
Yes.
Tenses, 4.
Yeah. So tenses also 4 types. What are the 4 types?
Present tense.
Simple.
Present tense. Continuous and continuous.
Yes.
And
Perfect.
Perfect tense.
Perfect continuous tenses. So these are the 4 tenses. Correct?
Okay.
So far we heard, right? So in our schooling or in our college level, we know that there are 3 types of tenses, correct? So what are the 3 types? Present tense,
Past
tense, and future tense. Right? So this is what the classification we heard so far in our school life. So there are 3 types of tenses: present tense, past tense, future tense. Okay. So these three tenses again divided into 4 types. Each one divided into 4 types. Okay. Either present tense or past tense or future tense. Each one divided into again 4 types. Simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. So altogether we have 12 tenses in English. How many tenses are there in English language? 12 tenses in English language. So basically 3 divisions. Those are present, past, future. Okay. So these 3 tenses, present, past and future, again divided into 4 types. Okay. Those 4 are nothing but simple tense, continuous tense, perfect tense and perfect continuous tense. So these are the 4 types. So all together we have 12 tenses. Is it clear?
Yes.
Right. So now, so here I mentioned simple tenses. As I said here, simple tenses. Next, continuous tenses, perfect tenses, perfect tenses. Correct? But it's missing, right? It's missing here. If you observe, perfect continuous tense is missing, correct? So what would be the reason for that? What would be the reason for that missing? Because most probably we prefer simple tense, continuous tense, perfect tense. Rare cases, a few cases only we use perfect continuous tenses. Okay. So for the rare cases only we use perfect continuous tenses. So that's why I just kept it aside for some time, but definitely I'll give you that information also. Okay. So now let's talk about one by one. What is present tense, what is past tense, what is future tense, like that. We will discuss step by step, one by one. So first, simple tenses. How many simple tenses are there? Actually, there are 4, but if we omit perfect continuous, so there will be only 3, right? So simple tenses 3, continuous tenses 3, perfect tenses 3. If we talk about perfect continuous also, there will be one more 3, altogether 12 tenses. So, but in simple tenses, there are only 3. Simple past or simple present. So first one simple past, second one simple present, and third one simple future. Similarly, continuous. Present continuous or past continuous, then present continuous, then future continuous. Then perfect tenses. Past perfect tenses, next present perfect tenses, then future perfect tenses. So here we are discussing.
I have one question.
Uh-huh.
I have one question.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me, ma'am.
Why do you write first past continuous, then present, then future? Why don't you write first present continuous, past continuous, future continuous?
Right. There is no such
sequence.
Actually, there is no such rule. So generally, whenever we talk about anything, we will start with past, present, and then future.
Okay.
So that's why I mentioned that. There is no such rule that we have to start with past tense only. There is no such rule. We can start with present, we can go for past, then we can go for future. So if you observe here, I mentioned first
present
tense, correct?
Yes.
So first present, then past, then future. So here only I started with past, then present, then future. Okay. So there is no problem. You can start with any one of that. No problem. Even if you want to talk about future first, you can talk about future first. No need to worry about that. Is it clear so far?
Yes.
Right. So now we are going to discuss one by one in detailed manner. So what exactly mean by simple present, and what exactly mean by simple past, what exactly mean by simple future. Like that we will discuss one by one. So now, all of you come to the page 1. The next slide, right? So simple past tense. Simple past tense. So just look at the example, then I will give you the usage of this word, past tense, simple past tense. I ate pizza yesterday. Right? How many words are there? 1.
4.
Yes, 4 words. 2, 3, and then 4 words. So now we need to understand the structure and the formation. By then it will be easy for you. So what is the first one? I. I indicates subject, correct? Yes, I is nothing but subject. I is nothing but subject. So what is the second one? Age. Age.
Verb.
Very good. It's verb. Next, pizza. Pizza. It's an object. Subject, verb, object. How about this? How about the last word? How about the last
Other
word?
object.
No, it's not object. It's a adverb of time. It's an adverb of time. Or simply we can say time frame. What is that? So time frame or adverb of time. Okay, time frame or adverb of time. So I ate pizza. It's in past tense, simple past tense. So whenever you are talking about simple past tense, you can write simply I ate pizza, or you can write I ate pizza yesterday. It's your wish. If you want to talk about the first half, it's also correct. Or otherwise, if you want to talk about the whole sentence, that's also correct. Okay, so now come to usage. By then it will be easy for you to understand. So simple past tense is used to indicate a past habit. About what? A past habit or an action already completed. An action already completed. So simple past is generally used to talk about past habits or an action already completed. Okay. To indicate this concept, we use simple past tense. If anyone asks you why we are using simple past, what is the importance of simple past, then you can answer them. If you want to talk about past habits or an action which is already completed, in that case you can use simple past tense. Okay, so the example, I ate pizza yesterday. I ate pizza yesterday. That is, so this is the sentence which is talking about an action which is already completed. Correct? An action which is already completed. Right. Now, can you give me one example for this past habit? Past habit. I used to eat pizza every day. Or you can remove this word. That's also correct. I used to eat pizza. I used to eat pizza. So, if you observe here, used is the word generally explain about your past habit. Past habit in the sense, you had the habit of doing this, but you are not doing that now. So let me give you one more example. I used to watch movies, right? I used to watch movies. So which means you had a habit of watching movies, but now you are not watching the movies. Okay? You had a habit in the past, but now you are not watching the movies. Understood? Right. So the next one. What is the structure? Sorry, let us talk about the next point. May or may not be used with adverb or adverb of time. So whenever you are talking about past tense, simple past tense, either if you want to use time frame, you can use it, or if you don't want, that's also acceptable. For example, I ate pizza. So you ate pizza in the sense you ate somewhere else, right? It might be yesterday, or it might be day before yesterday, it might be the last week, or it might be the last month, it might be the last year also. You're not talking about when exactly you had the pizza. When you ate pizza, you are not talking about the exact time of when you ate pizza. But if you mention the time, I ate pizza yesterday. I ate pizza day before yesterday. I ate pizza 1 hour ago. I ate pizza last night. I ate pizza last morning. I ate pizza this morning. Like that. Okay? So if you want to mention the time frame, you can mention the time frame. If you don't want, not at all a problem, you can use. Okay? Either you want to use the time frame. Time frame is nothing but adverb of time. If you want to use that, you can use. If you don't want, no problem, you just leave it. I ate pizza. That's it. When? No need to talk about that. I ate. That's it. Right? I used to watch movies, but now I'm not watching. Okay? You don't need to mention that, but now I'm not watching. I used to watch movies means you were watching movies, but now banned. You don't need to talk about that. No one will talk about that. I'm a human being. Can you go and introduce yourself to anyone that I'm a human being? Can we do that? Respond, yeah. Hello, are you all able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes. I'm hearing.
So you all dissolved in the classroom.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
If I want to say I ate pizza before 5 minutes, or or I should say such like I ate pizza 5 minutes before.
No.
Which one is correct? Before 5 minutes or 5 minutes before?
Both are wrong. Before 5 minutes,
Then how?
yes, I'll talk about that a little later. But I'll give you the clarity now itself. But you know, I ate pizza before 5 minutes. It's grammatically correct, but we don't use the recent completed actions in the simple past. Recent completed actions can be mentioned in present perfect tense. I just had my dinner. I just had my dinner in the sense just now, just before 5 minutes or 10 minutes ago. Okay, like that.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
recent completed actions can be mentioned in present perfect, but completed actions can be mentioned in the simple past. Okay, I'll give you all the details. By then, you'll be able to easily understand that. Right? So, it's.
But before you have to first.
Sorry, ma'am? Hello?
Sir, I have net problem. I want to say, if you use before. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Please tell me.
If I want to say put before, so I have to before 5 minutes, not 5 minutes before. Before first use karna hai na?
Yes. Before we have to use first. It's an adjective. Adjective should come first.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right.
Thank
so
you.
This is the structure. So whenever you are writing simple past tense, try to remember one structure that. So a sentence should start with subject, then V2, then object. Subject, V2, object. Correct? So we suppose.
Yes.
Yes. It is an active sentence. So we are not talking about passive now. I don't want to make a lot of confusion to you all. Right? First learn active sentences, then we can talk about passive also. Right? So first subject, then verb, then object. Don't forget that whenever you are talking about past tense, the verb should be V2 form. V2 form is nothing but simple past. Okay, past tense. V2 form is nothing but simple past or past tense. Okay. Is it clear about simple past?
Yes.
Any doubts about simple past?
Sir, simple past was where not.
Yeah, that will come in past continuous. So it is simple past. We will talk about that past continuous. I'll give you that also.
Okay, sir.
Right. So now, present tense. Simple present tense. So now try to understand simple present tense. Present. Okay. So that too we are talking about simple. We are talking about present actually. But that too particularly simple present tense. Okay. So just look at the example. I eat. So earlier it was ate. Correct? Now it is eat. I eat pizza every day. I eat pizza every day. Okay. Or you can say simply, I eat pizza. This is also correct. Okay. I eat pizza. This is also correct. Or if you want to mention, I eat pizza every day. This is also absolutely correct. No problem. Okay, this is what called time frame or adjectives of time. Okay, now, so usage. Simple present tense generally used to express habits or general truths. Okay, so now you can talk about all habits in simple present tense. Right? Every day, I brush my teeth. I brush my teeth every day. I brush my teeth every day. Right? I eat 3 meals a day. I eat 3 meals a day. Right? I go to office every day. I go to office every day. She does homework every day. She does homework every day. We work for art of living. We work for art of living. It's a truth. Right? Next, we do yoga every day. We do yoga every day. She does pranayam every day. She does pranayam every day. He does breathing exercise every day. He does breathing exercise every day. So these are all nothing but habits. Correct? So now the next word, general truths. General truths. So it should be a truth. General truth, nothing but it should be a truth. Okay. Like sun rises in the east. Sun rises in the east. The moon revolves around the earth. The moon revolves around the earth. All planets revolves around the sun. All planets revolve around the sun. We breathe through nostrils. We breathe through nostrils. All right. So, habits and general truths completed. Right? Now, to express a future event as part of plan. To express a future event as part of plan. So you already had a plan that can be mentioned in simple present tense. Okay. So I do yoga this evening. I do yoga this evening. This evening, in a sense, it might be in the morning, or you are at the afternoon time. But even if you want to talk about the evening, if it is already planned action, then you can say simply, I do yoga in the evening. I do yoga. I conduct yoga class in the evening. Or we have a class in the evening. We have a class in the evening. Okay. Or simply we can say, Narendra Modi ji is addressing, or Narendra Modi ji addressing the gathering. Right? Narendra Modi ji visits Delhi tomorrow. Narendra Modi visits Delhi tomorrow. So if you are mentioning tomorrow, generally what do we think? Tomorrow is a time frame which is talking about future tense, correct? Say yes or no. Tomorrow generally talk about future tense. Alright? But in this case, if it is a planned action, in that case you can use simple present tense. For example, Narendra Modi visits Delhi tomorrow. So he is not a common man. He is not an ordinary person. Right? In that case, you can easily understand that it is a planned action before, at least 1 month before. Right? If it is a planned action, then you can mention in simple present tense. Right? So I conduct online training next week. I conduct online training next week. All right. I visit Delhi on 27th of June. I visit Delhi 27th of June. We all know that today is
1st June.
Correct. So
1st June.
we know very well that 27th June, in the sense, there is a lot of gap, right? 26 more days there. But you can use that future tense also in the simple present tense by simply mentioning about your future planned action. Already I planned to visit Delhi on 27th. So I can say, I visit Delhi on 27th of June. Like that. Next. Or arrangements. So future plan or arrangement. Future plan or arrangement. So I plan to eat pizza tonight. So I eat pizza every day. This is simple present tense. So if it is your plan or an arrangement, if it is your arrangement. For example, you want to celebrate your birthday party in a huge class Banjara like that, right? So in that case, how can you mention that? I plan to celebrate my party in Taj Bandara tonight. I plan to celebrate my birthday in Taj Bandara tonight. Like that. Next. With mental action verbs like, love, want, need, believe, plan, think. Like, love, want, need, believe, plan, think. So you can use all these words in the simple present tense. Okay. I like to have a cup of coffee. Right? Don't behave like child. Don't behave like fool. Right? I love my country. I love my parents. I want to celebrate my birthday party tonight. I want to celebrate, I want to eat pizza. I want to eat pizza tonight. Right? I need some water. I need some help. I believe in God. I believe in God, not on God. I believe in God, not on God. Most people unknowingly they used to say, I believe on God. Alright? So, मैं भगवान पर. Right? So, it is not on, I believe in God, not on God. Next. Plan. I plan to eat pizza tonight. I plan to visit Delhi. I plan to check out your homework today. Or I plan to check out your homework tomorrow. I think it is the right time to start tenses. Right? I think it is the right time to practice tenses. Like that. Okay. So this is the way how you can use simple present tense. So these are all talking about simple present tense. Don't get confused. Is it clear?
Yes.
Right.
सर यस यस ईएस आरईएस कब लगाना है? हेलो. Simple present tense yes es res कब लगाते हैं?
Yeah, I'll give you that little later because you know if I give all the things together, definitely you'll get confused. Right? So I'll give you step by step. So this is the usage. Okay. So this is about usage. So once we complete all the tenses, then after I'll give you the shortcut points how to remember all these. Okay. There are some shortcuts you need to keep in mind. If I give all these together, definitely you may get confused. Little bit confusion will be there. Okay. So all the shortcuts and all the, I'll give you a small table to understand the tenses easily. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. So now the structure. Focus on this. So what is the structure in the past tense? Subject, verb to object. Correct?
Verb.
Past tense, In the past tense, I'm talking about simple past tense. So subject to object, it was the structure, correct? But in the present,
Yes.
subject, verb one. Verb one is nothing but present tense. Simple present tense. Okay? Object. Subject, verb one plus object for simple present tense. Is it clear? Right.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. So now, simple future. Simple future. I will eat pizza tomorrow. Okay. So previous example, this word is not there, correct? I eat pizza every day. That was the example. Okay. But in the future tense, there are two changes. What are the two changes? There is an helping verb. There is a helping verb. And there is future time frame or adjective of time. Okay. Adjective of time. So there are two differences when compared with present tense. So in the present tense, I eat pizza every day or I eat pizza. But when it comes to future, it will be like I will eat pizza tomorrow. Okay. So I will eat pizza tomorrow. Okay. So here I'm not giving you will and shall definition also. I'll give you will or shall. I'll tell you little later what is the difference between will or shall. Right? So first I will eat pizza. I will eat pizza tomorrow. Right. So in the future tense means this is the blind mark you can easily identify. If you find the word will, it is nothing but future. Okay. Will means future. Most
Okay.
will be will. In the future tense, you will find will word. Without the will, you can't be able to find future. A rare cases you can find shall, but I'll give you that also when we will be able to find shall. Okay. So I'll eat pizza tomorrow. I'll eat pizza tomorrow. Right. Next, just look at the usage when we use this future tense. Simple future tense is used to indicate an action or condition or circumstance that has not yet taken place. Okay, this is the thing you need to keep in mind. That has not taken place yet. Okay. This is the word you need to keep in mind. So the future tense means it always talk about the action or condition or the circumstance that has not yet taken place, which means an action which is not yet started, it will start little later or it will start in the future. Okay, so the future tense always talk about the actions which is not yet started. It's not yet started. It will start little later after some time. Okay, so structure, subject, will. Okay. So always remember, simple future means there should be will form. Without the will form, you can't be able to find simple future. Blind mark. Okay. So here, don't get confused. V is nothing but verb one. V1. Subject plus will plus verb one plus object. Okay. So if you observe all the previous structures, So simple present tense. So what is the structure for simple present tense? Subject plus V1 plus object, correct? Subject plus V1 plus object. If it is past tense, plus V2 plus
P2 plus object.
object. So this is what the structure for simple past. Okay. So in the simple present tense, simple past, only one difference. So in the simple present tense, we used verb 1. In simple past tense, we used verb 2. Correct?
Yes.
But in the future, there is an extra word, will.
Will.
Yes, we are using will. Okay. So subject plus V1 plus object means simple present tense. Subject plus V2 plus object means simple past tense. Subject plus will plus V1 plus object. V is nothing but V1. Subject plus will plus V1 plus object means simple future. Okay. So now let me give you some examples here for simple future. So I'll eat pizza tomorrow. Okay. The train will arrive soon. The train will arrive soon. Okay. The president visiting our country, or the president of America visiting our country. Right? And you can say, I'll eat pizza tomorrow, or we will go to Delhi tomorrow, or we will go to Delhi next week. Right? You can say we will go for a picnic. Right? So we will watch a movie tonight. We will watch a movie tomorrow, or we will watch a movie this week. Like, okay. So whatever the actions which is not started at, you can mention in simple future. So here you may get one doubt. Sir, in the present tense, you said future planned actions also can be mentioned in present tense. Correct? So the planned actions also can be mentioned in present tense. That is what I said just now. Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Now,
Yes.
then how can you differentiate whether you want to say in present tense or whether you want to use future? How can you decide?
In future tense, this is I think so. This is uncertain.
Exactly. When it is going to happen, if you don't know exactly, right? The train will arrive soon. The train will arrive soon in the sense you don't know the exact time. It will come by 5 minutes, or it will come by 10 minutes, or it may come by half an hour. We don't know when exactly it is going to reach. Right? If you want to say
Yes.
in present tense, the train is arriving in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Exactly. The train is arriving in 5 minutes. That is the difference between present tense and future tense. For uncertain things,
Yes.
uncertain things which is not yet started, then you can talk in simple future. If you are talking which is planned,
Very nice.
it means perfect plan should be there. Right. Is
Very nice. One additional knowledge we get today.
Okay. All right.